It's been really great to just be out in nature and have some time by myself. So much in life is about who we're supposed to be. And this has been a great reminder of who I actually am. And I'm really grateful for that.
When was the last time you did something for the first time? DNK Presents hosted a women's adventure contest in Indiana. In a short time, an overwhelming amount of nominations came in with unbelievable and compelling stories. 4 lucky women were chosen to win a 4-day backcountry adventure guided by Danielle and Kate of DNK Presents. None of them knew each other, or exactly what was in store for them, but they all left with something much more than they had ever imagined. Before the weekend adventure, all of the winners were brought in for interviews. They didn't know they were finalists.
So can you tell us your name and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Where I live? Okay. My name is Kelsey Stewart, and I grew up in Indianapolis, so I've been here my whole life. Decided to stay in Indianapolis after I graduated because both my grandmas are here. So that's something unique about me, I guess, is that my 2 best friends are 70+ years old, so got to stay close to keep an eye on them.
Especially with women, they have these, empowering breakthrough moments on our trips. And we saw that and we thought, we want to do something more. We want to do a give back, and we want to do it just for women and see what can come of that.
Hey, we are about to leave.
Yeah, so we've been running around all day getting ready with all the bikes and everything, and our car is packed to the brim. To the backcountry!
Yeah, Sally!
She got it down.
She does. Yay! I think you've done this before. That was perfect.
Kate and Danielle's friend Sally will be joining the girls for the weekend. She will also be helping with the mountain biking on day 3.
All right. This is Thursday, May 12th, and we are waiting for the ladies. This is all their goodies.
My name's Michelle Lorbieski Anderson. I am 39 years old on Friday, so with my birthday looming, I'm thinking about that a lot. I have a 4-year-old, or no, she'll tell me, 4.5-year-old daughter. The half is very important. Her birthday's in August. I live in Carmel, Indiana right now. My dog also lives with us. I hate to leave him out. Poor guy gets neglected all the time. Now that I have a 4-year-old, and I am an attorney, and I work in Indianapolis at a law firm called Frost Brown Todd.
My name is Candace Baggett, and there's a lot to tell about myself, so I'll just give the gist. I'm a mom of 2 daughters, 12 and 10. I have a day job and a couple part-time jobs I really enjoy. By day, I'm an elementary school music teacher, and part-time I teach yoga, and I also am starting a new business called the Indiana Yoga Magazine, which I'm very excited about.
That is exciting. We started taking nominations for the Women's Adventure Contest in January, and we gave a deadline of the end of February. We received over 60 nominations, and these were powerful, very inspiring nominations, and the women all had really compelling stories. There were stories of women in our community that had overcome health challenges or loss, and they'd gone on to inspire and help others in the community. There are other women who are just trying to make it through day to day and doing the best they can. And we found ourselves in tears. We were like, oh, it's going to be so hard to choose 4 people.
We wanted to find those women that, you know, would never do this for themselves. And we wanted, you know, to, you know, find those nominators, to seek them out, and then us to bring them into our adventure.
I was genuinely shocked when I got the phone call. It's really an honor and really sweet of Jackie and to nominate me, but I was definitely surprised and still kind of am. So yeah, it's nice. It's a big honor.
I think it's really cool that I got nominated. So yeah, and I did some investigation, talked to the folks that nominated me. So there are folks that I work with, and so they see me every day. It's funny, you spend, you know, more time with the people that you work with than the people that are in your family, and so that was pretty cool. I have no idea what they said about me, but I'm told that it was nice things, so.
I'm really excited. I kind of want to know what my husband wrote. He said, I don't remember, I just did it late at night. And yeah. No, it's very sweet. It's exciting.
Due to a death in the family, one of the original winners had to be replaced. We were unable to get an interview with the replacement, Allie, before the weekend.
We actually made a mistake. You weren't a semifinalist. But you're a winner, so you're going on the trip.
What?
Yeah, you're a winner. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
Can you, like, open that and tell me?
Sure.
Like, you know where that is? Or...
No, you're about to find out that while I like to consider myself an intelligent person, I have no sense of direction. And, oh, so this all goes together. Okay.
I want to show you that map.
Okay.
Because you're going to be hiking on it. Because you're going on.
Oh! All right. Well, that's exciting.
Oh no, we made a mistake. Candace, I'm sorry, but you're not a semifinalist.
Aww.
You're a winner. So you're going. You got
Yay! I'm so excited! 4 days in the woods.
What am I looking at? That is pants.
Yeah, shorts. Yeah, so Truck picked the stuff and sent it, so yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, cool. I mean, we're adorable.
They have.
Adorable they are.
This is cool. Uh-oh. Okay.
Today's our first day. We're about halfway through the hike into the backwoods. The first probably 20 minutes were the hardest. I think my body was not too excited that I was doing this, but it's been absolutely wonderful. It's a beautiful day. The weather couldn't be more perfect. I'm having a lot of fun getting to know everyone. I keep myself really busy, and so I don't really make time to be out in nature. But when I'm outside and doing this kind of stuff, I feel closest with my dad. He passed away when I was 11. He committed suicide, and just within this last year, I've really decided to speak out and really share my brother and our story. And as a message of hope, I found that the more I'm outside too, the more calm and centered I am. And I think that has a lot to do with the connection that I have with doing outdoor stuff and camping with my dad when we were younger, and just being as close to him as I can, even though he can't be here with us physically.
Cheers, ladies, with your chocolate. Cheers.
I already ate it.
A special award for the person who was first to use the trowel. And we have our definite winner here. And so I would like to award you with this golden trowel.
So it actually was on our fridge.
That is hilarious. I earned this special award. It's pretty phenomenal. This actually is for pooping first. I'm going to take great pride in that. It was pretty fun. It was not what I expected, but I made like a little I was very proud of myself. I made a little kind of toilet, had a little log, a little tree to hold on to. It was very fun. I was a little worried about that going into it, but once I've realized, like, I did that, we're good, I can move on and just enjoy what else there is. But it's like these little victories, like, you think about it, I'm digging a hole like a dog and pooping in it. And when's the last time you tried to get your poop in like a little hole, not a giant hole? These are things that you overcome, and I did, and I got this special thing, and I might never take it off, even though it's a magnet to go on my fridge. I might keep it forever.
Are they all supposed to be the same foot? Am I messing it up?
Today was the first day hiking. It was a lot of fun, but it was definitely challenging. I knew it was going to be hard, but I think in the beginning my body was revolting a little bit. It was like, oh, you could just turn around right now. It's fine. It's going to be way shorter if you turn back and go the other way.
When they said we were going to do 8 miles the first day and it was going to take all day, I was a little concerned. Like, what are we doing?
I will tell you that at some point in the day, I think it was after lunchtime, we had gone about halfway through and we're going along and I'm thinking to myself, I cannot go anymore. I'm so tired.
I have some sore bits and pieces after our 8 miles, but overall, we're having a good time. We might get a little wet here in a minute, but that's okay. Part of the adventure.
Sally?
Oh, I love my little Huh?
You let me know.
It's a million times better for all of
I saw one school. I didn't see one.
So we're unplugged for the trip, and we handed over our phones when we first got to camp.
I'm surprised I don't feel more freaked out actually right now, because it's sometimes when I go to work and if I forget my phone at home, then all day I just feel a little bit weird, you know, like I'm missing something. But I haven't felt weird today, so that was a surprise.
No one can get in touch with me. Hey, FYI, no one can get in touch with me. So I love my boys, but if they're crying right now, someone else has to deal with that.
When we were loading up in the car to come to the trail, I like patted my pocket where I normally keep my phone, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't have my phone. And it was kind of freeing. It was like nice. I was like, this is gonna be great. Like, I don't have to text anyone to see how their day's going or check in with anyone.
I've only reached for my pretend phone like twice, and I went, oh, it's not there. I think by Sunday I probably won't want my phone back, so it's a nice change of pace. It's still a habit though. Still a habit to be like, where to go? Where's my phone?
A worm that just like kept going around at my feet the whole time I was pooping. That's hilarious. You see the worm?
I'll be your plus one. Here. Just really good. Yeah. So half for you, half for me.
The end of a breath, straighten your neck. Full breath, lift your knees back up. Unwind if they're wound. And hug your knees to your chest one more time. Begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and toes. And maybe invite a little excitement as our next thing will be out on the water, experiencing the water in this unique and super peaceful and fun way on the paddle boards.
Oh, how about this?
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
Kneeling. Where are we going?
They're about the same time. And then there's Kate out there.
Oh, so it's just... It's been really great to just be out in nature and have some time by myself and not to feel like I had to be anywhere or do anything or be someone. And I think so much in life is about who we're supposed to be or who we think we're supposed to be. And this has been a great reminder of who I actually am. And I'm really grateful for that. It's only been 2 days and I feel like this is who I am. This is Allie Lundberg. And I had kind of forgotten that for a little bit. I'd been so busy setting goals and going after them, or being a mom and a wife. And it's just fun to be me and just enjoy it and have fun.
I don't think it was this cold when we were in
I hate being cold. That is why.
I'm sorry.
So how was the tent camping last night when the rain came? Lovely. Relaxing.
Did you know Kelsey was in the hammock?
It wasn't bad.
Sally and Kate? Kelsey was in the hammock.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding.
She's pretty diehard.
She's diehard.
And I was like, it was sprinkling, and then it started raining hard, and I was like, it can't rain this hard for that long. I'm staying in here. And then it did, and I was like,
I'm a level 2 IMBA mountain bike instructor, and when Kate and Danielle asked me to be a part of this amazing documentary, I was like, oh yeah! Anytime I get the opportunity to, especially beginners, is to just make them feel confident on the bike. That is like my passion in life, to just coach people, help them achieve goals in their lives.
Oh my God, Michelle, the perfect canvas. You are so perfect right now. I can't even take it. Yes! Oh my gosh, Kelsey! Like you're on height.
I would say one of the coolest things about this whole experience has been getting to know the other women. None of us knew each other ahead of time, and to kind of do something that's scary, and at varying levels we were all kind of either on board or not on board, but we all did it. And then to see everybody successfully come down that hill, successfully like feel good, they had smiles, like that to me is a success. Like win, lose or draw, whatever happened in there, if you fell off your bike, if you didn't ride the whole time, whatever, who gives a shit? Like everybody rode the whole time, but whatever. When everybody was coming down smiling, that's what it was about. And we were a team that did that together. Like we were team DNK. And like people that didn't even know each other before Thursday just did that together and had each other's backs and felt the love and championed each other's victory. And it was such a victory for all of us. And seeing each girl, woman succeed was like one for ourselves too, because everybody overcame kind of a hurdle in one way or another up there, and it was pretty remarkable to see. And so then it was just like, ah, we rock. And you don't feel like that every day, and that was just like the best feeling ever.
Kelsey, how was it for you?
it was awesome. It really was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
I know. Well, you know, everything keep it going down a little bit.
Kind of had like a nice little victory circle at the end there, and you were like, thank you guys. So that was really special. Like what was kind of going through your mind then?
So when I'm, sorry. When I'm outside, we used to camp all the time and do like outdoorsy stuff with my dad before he passed away. And when we were halfway, got all the way up, and we're coming back down, you know, I was just thinking how proud he would be that I didn't give up, even when it was hard, and how I just feel really accomplished in something that I never thought that I would ever do.
We had some really good, campfire chats and people, really getting to know one another and just kind of talking about some of the things that they've been going through in life.
It's just something about a joy when you see someone start off, it's just, I always say it's just like riding a bike, and just seeing them ride and then taking something simple as popping a front wheel, and they're all like energizing each other. So they're like, you know, building each other up.
1, 2, 3,
Tonight we're gonna go have dinner and at Big Woods Brewing. And when we get back to the campsite, we're gonna surprise them. Most of them haven't seen their nominations even, but we coordinated with all the people who nominated them to come out tonight, and we're gonna share with them the actual nominations that the people have written about them. So
they have no idea that that's gonna be happening.
No, and I mean these women are total givers, and they really, you know, put a lot into their professional careers, into their families. And I think it's, yeah, I think it's hard, sometimes for them to even receive and like to fathom it, you know. So this has just been such an experience for us to be able to do that for them, you know. Danielle, did you want to say anything about today to these guys, or?
Yeah, I have little letters for you guys, but they're in the Jeep, so I was gonna wait to give them to you, but they have all your nominations, so I wanted you to read them.
Yeah, because you guys don't know what people wrote about you or anything else, you know, and so we were like, we thought it would be nice to share those with you guys, and so.
Yeah. Do you want me to get them?
They were like, Allie made it through the whole day without crying, so we have to
So
like
now
do
we have to
something.
make sure she cries.
We knew there were going to be a lot of surprises on the trip, and one of them I was thinking, oh, maybe the people that nominated us would, you know, come and meet us or something. And then I was like, oh my God, I actually laughed out loud because I was like, no way, Chucky's not going to come into the woods. Not a chance.
I'm sitting there reading the nominations, and I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I'm like tearing up. I'm like, hey, you guys, I want to hear yours when you're done. And then all of a sudden, Gita's like, what up?
What are you reading?
Rick gives me these little flowers and he's like, hey! And then I turn around and I see my mom and my Cheech, and I was like, no way! And then they were laughing at me because I had apparently just walked by them in the camper when I gave Sally a beer. Totally didn't even see them. Didn't even know they were there.
Wait, were you in the RV?
We were in the RV. Oh yeah, I was in the RV. I was like hanging out
when
by
they
the
rolled up.
refrigerator.
When they rolled up, you guys were in there.
Hanging out in the
Oh
refrigerator.
my God!
And as I just finished reading it, and I couldn't contain myself, I see this sweatshirt right here out of the corner of my eye, and my brain's like, wait, that doesn't belong here.
Michelle, how are you feeling right now?
I'm upset. I'm gonna cry.
I guess I couldn't look at you. Like, why are you tearing up? See, like that, you don't see her cry very
we don't
often.
see
This
that.
is not her personality. She's like a tough lawyer. I'm not really a wilderness person, but Kelsey's so special to me, and I'm so excited to have had the privilege of nominating her. And I mean, Danielle and Kate are wonderful, and this whole process has just been really neat to be part of it. So I wouldn't have missed it for the world. So I am in the wilderness because I care about you so much. But yeah, I'm ready to get out of the wilderness. So.
She's not kidding.
Rather than she's kidding.
So we're super excited because this is our final day. It's Sunday. It's about 8:20 in the morning. The ladies are still back at camp, and Danielle and I are on our way along with our friend Maria, and we have some other friends coming as well. And Danielle and I are going to rig 2 rappels, a 30-footer and a 100-footer. And our friend Jerry Lyons is going to be there, and he has set up a zip line traverse. So we think the ladies are going to love it. I think that there's going to be tons of screaming, tons of laughter, and I can't think of a better way to finish off this weekend. Okay? Yeah. All right, so then you're going to come on down here, and you can have a seat for a second. Okay.
It'll actually be like
right here.
Oh my gosh, you know, like
Hands on the cape, on this here, this nylon, and then that's it. I mean, that's it. And you just go.
You got this, girl.
All right, you ready?
Know what your own. What do you think?
Okay. All right. Do you want me to push you? Michelle wanted to push.
Yeah, can you just push me?
I'll give you a little push. All right, you ready? Put your feet out. Put your feet out.
Okay, like, do I put my arms out?
Yeah, you're leaning back, but put your feet out.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
No.
You gotta put your feet out.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Get the other foot out.
Good job, Chelsea. Awesome.
Today was spectacular, and it's just amazing to see them like open up and be willing to try all these crazy things that we put in front of them, and to just like trust us and trust each other, and just to put themselves out there, because they did an amazing job every single day.
And I think today, if we asked them to like jump off a bridge and like fly out of an air, like anything, like they would have done it, like because they were like so high right now, like they, just like this whole weekend they've just been like building and building and building.
It has been amazing. This whole adventure was a lot more than I thought it was going to be.
I'm not sure I can put into words the entire transformation. I can say when we go back to normal life next week, it's definitely going to feel different.
When we first started, actually before we first started this and we had our first interviews, one of the questions that Danielle or Kate asked me was, when was the last time you did something for the first time?
When is the last time you did something for the first time?
Oh, last time. The last time I did something for the first time. I couldn't answer the question. I just sat there, I don't know. And I'm gonna be 40 next year, and I lost my son last year, and so I'm looking forward to the next year, and I got thinking to myself, what's next? And I kind of feel, I don't know what the right adjective is, but I feel like I want something definitive. Like I want an answer for what's next because of what's happened to me recently and what's coming up with this big birthday. And these last few days I've been thinking about that, what's next, and thinking, can I answer that question? And the conclusion that I've come to, at least for now, is maybe I don't need to answer that. Maybe I can take Danielle and Kate's advice and just make my life an adventure, and whatever happens, happens, and that's gonna be good enough.
When we did the initial interview with Danielle and Kate, they asked if we had any fears.
What's like your biggest fear about the adventure if you were to be selected?
I don't know if I'm scared about it. No, I think it'd be fun. Yeah, I'm not too worried. At first I was like, no, I'm not scared of anything, because I was afraid if I told them what I was afraid of, then they would, like, that's an activity that we're gonna do and we'll help you grow. And I was like, But, so I'm scared of heights. And so the zip line got through it okay, and then got down through the first rappelling, and then the second one, I think it was like 100 feet, and my left leg would not stop trembling. Like it was, like my body was in fight or flight mode, but I was strapped into the harness so I couldn't go anywhere, and I was like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Like I can't run away, I'm strapped in. But Kate was incredible, and she just calmed me down, and as I got lower and lower, I was like right at eye level with Danielle, and she just had this calmness in her eyes, and I was like, okay, like I just paused for a second, and Candace was up there cheering for me, and Michelle and Allie were below me cheering for me, so it was really, really awesome, and it was awesome. Super, super awesome.
I think one of the best moments ever, for me anyway, was I had said to the girls this morning, Like, this has been so amazing. I didn't know you guys a few days ago, but if you ever needed anything, I would so be there for you in a heartbeat. We get into Sally's camper, and we're coming here to this fantastic place to have our celebration and get more gifts. And the song James Taylor, which was Kelsey's first concert that she ever went to, because these are the things that you find out when you're in the wilderness with people for 4 days. Kelsey's first concert, James Taylor comes on, You Got a Friend. And we were all kind of like in that moment, and I was like, this is our song, like from the adventure weekend. And it was so powerful, this movement of, I came out here expecting to just kind of get away from my life, but I wasn't expecting to get 4 fantastic, and really, it was really 7 when you count Sally and Kate and Danielle. But I mean, 3 other women that were like right in the same place with me, right going through it. And that's a bond that you can't just make with people. And when you're vulnerable with someone, they see who you really are. And there are so many people that I know and I interact with every day, and maybe I've known for years, that don't know me like these girls do, these women. And that is so cool.
I really do consider them friends. I mean, it's great. And it's great to meet a group of girls that are so open and so interested in learning about you and sharing parts of themselves that, you know, are, you know, because when you meet people, you can show them your public face or you can show them your real face. And these girls were real the whole weekend and shared a lot of stuff about themselves, and I felt comfortable sharing things about myself, and so I really hope we stay in touch because I really do consider them really good friends.
I hope I get to take some of this awesomeness with me. I'm sure I will. I just don't know how that's going to look or feel or what that's going to be like, but there's definitely been a good change this weekend, and I have just made the best friends ever.
Even though it's only been 4 days, I was telling them when we were with Sally, I was like, it feels like we've known each other for a really long time, just because we've undergone all these experiences together and encouraged each other and celebrated each other's victories. And when people were sad, we hugged each other and got through it together, so it was awesome. Hi!
When was the last time you did something for the first time?
Windshield wipers. Attack. Thrust. 1, 2, 3.